Yeah, the damage ones are the worst ones, and the only reason that is because you can't always guarantee damage. But like, and that kind of goes in that I put them in. So like, here's a hierarchy. Damage dealing can be easy, but I prefer to win the game, and damage dealing doesn't always mean game winning. Whereas if you do a lot to contribute to winning a battle, you have a higher chance of getting good base XP. So I put them in a hierarchy like this. I put base XP is the best, followed by ribbons, followed by damage. Because you can do a lot of ribbons too, but you know, the damage is going to be harder to get to. Or it can be, depending on what you're running. I mean, here's the deal. Are you going to be able to say if you took the Japanese cruiser all the way? Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It's all based off of that. But if they put the high damage numbers on subs and destroyers like they did for us this week, I'll show you. I'll go back into naval battles and I'll show you ours. And everybody's got them different. But like, so my alt account is on the other PH. It's on PHS. And they had one on, I think, German and American destroyers. Yeah, they had it on German and American destroyers. The Sherman could probably do fine there, but you're just off to the side farming damage. You're not spotting other shit. You're not, you're smoking up, shooting, spotting for maybe 30 seconds to a minute that you're waiting for your smoke to come back, and then back off to the side doing more farming damage. And sometimes that's an effective thing to do, but it's not like you get to do all the full pen damage that's not healable like a battleship. You can get citadels and cruisers, and we're gonna lose our black.
Enemy destroyer detected. Enemy battleship detected. Spotted airborne. Enemy destroyer detected.
Doctor says kill the radar.
Torpedoes to starboard. Emperor, preserve us. Torpedoes astern. By the Emperor, reporting the position of a strategic target.
Yeah, well, that's the thing though. I mean, you try to do that as much as you can, but when you're doing naval battles, you also have a split priority system going on. But when it's the base XP, you can be greedy. I appreciate that. You can be greedy trying to get, more points. So like, I can do things like taking a cap, and I know that that's going to help my base XP and help me get better points there. I do
Yeah, black died in the middle.
Yeah, I kind of figured that was gonna happen. He put
fucking Petra right next to him. That makes sense. Okay, maybe I can finish off the Petra. Let's see.
Enemy cruiser sighted. Enemy battleship
Nope.
sighted.
If I can put up
Enemy destroyer
planes right there.
Affirmative.
Hey, it's up, Uniball.
What's up, folks?
Yo.
Torpedoes to
Yeah, I wasn't sure if you were around. We
starboard.
just dropped
The
into one,
Emperor
sent you an invite.
protects.
Yeah, no, I saw the like
Torpedoes behind
whatever
us.
import. It's cool.
A true servant never yields to doubt. We're flooding quickly.
Street.
They will remember this day, men. Problem solved. The Emperor smiles upon us.
Oh no, win is not unpredictable. The win is easily predicted by a couple things. Yeah, I'll put it this way. So, yeah, you might not be suited well for a win going into a battle. But, and this is a couple things where like our clan leader focused really well on this. And a lot of it has to do with following this thing he calls the doctrine. And a lot of clans have, you know, these basic principles that we follow that help us win in clan battles, and they also help in randoms. Wow, what is dispersion shit? But basically it's focus on getting caps. A lot of the times the wins come around the caps. And then when you worry about getting caps, then you force the enemy team to have to do moves that are not going to be good for their health. Ah,
Petra died.
just hit
Pretty
the
sick.
plane. The win is not totally unpredictable though. You go into when you first load into a battle, you're not really sure what's going to happen, but it's not unpredictable because you have tools at your disposal. You have mods that can help you say, okay, well, this is kind of the team composition that we have. This is what we're working with. So let's focus on these guys here and let us avoid getting stuck in a position where we're just going to get left behind or abused by our teammates over here. No, well, you can't guarantee the damage either. There's nothing in life that is a guarantee. Nothing. That includes video games and the actions in which we take in video games.
Well done, men. Dismissed.
Oh, come on. Be the last shot I'll be able to take on that plane,
Spotter
so
returning to
hopefully
ship.
I hit something with it.
For the Emperor. Concentrate fire on the target.
And that's not me like trying to argue. I mean, obviously it's a preferential thing. You know, whether or not, you know, we like something, whether it's this, that, or the other, you know, that's all preferential. Like I could say it's rabbit season, rabbit season's better than duck season, and you could say no, duck season's better than rabbit season, and we can do that whole game back and forth, just like the old Acme characters. But, you know, I could say I like peanut butter and jelly. You could say you like peanut butter and jam, peanut butter and banana, peanut butter and honey. You could say you don't even like peanut butter, you like Nutella. I'll be like, ew, Nutella's okay, but it's too chocolatey for me. It's everything has the ability to be subjective. The only thing that we have that's not subjective is objective truth. So, but that's one of the things that makes conversation fun, right? We can go into a space and we can have a conversation on things. We can compare ideas, contrast ideas, and then sometimes people can change their thinking based off of what objective truth says. And I actually never had peanut butter. Are you allergic to peanuts? Yeah, Nutella is just almost too chocolatey. But if you've had, I assume that if you had Nutella though, you're probably not allergic to nuts then, because that's just hazelnuts. Hazelnuts are good in coffee, but for like a hazelnut cream, it's good in coffee, but I don't think it belongs. I don't think it necessarily belongs on bread with anything in particular. It might be a good thing to add to toast sometimes, but it's not like when I pull something out of the fridge or out of the cupboard to put on bread, it's definitely not going to be Nutella, it's going to be peanut butter. But I got Kroger's around here, and so far the best peanut butter that I have to enjoy. If you don't want to have anything too sweet, on from the check. Hey, well, I'm honored to have you hang out with us over here in the NA server on this Twitch here.
We have earned our keep
Oh, my
today.
torpedo just went past the Colombo and hit the Hayate somehow. Unfucking heard of, dude.
Spotted
Well, I'll tell you what. If you can find a natural
I feel like
peanut
there's a lot
butter
of morons on, like,
or a
this
Jif
time
peanut
of year.
butter,
I've been having a lot of
give it a
And-
shot.
Holiday weekend.
Like a
double
Jif,
whammy,
right?
dude.
like a Jif peanut butter is going to be a little bit more like what most Americans are going to enjoy. But I like the natural peanut butter that doesn't have the added sugar in it. And there's a local brand from a local grocery store that we have called Kroger, and they have it, and it's not as salty. It's not as salty as some of the other natural peanut butters because they add a lot of salt to some of the natural stuff. Like it's almost like they salt and roast the nuts heavily, and then they chop them up and heat them up and turn them into that confectionery treat.
Spotter returning to ship.
But butter on toast is really good. Sometimes, and actually, there's a cool thing that we do here, and I don't know if it's a staple over in Europe, but for a long time, Domino Sugar had this thing. It was like a cinnamon sugar mix that they made, and putting cinnamon and sugar on buttered toast is pretty good. Oh yeah, potatoes with butter is the best.
No mercy.
Put a little bit of bacon on there
Enemy
too.
aircraft. Show no mercy.
Bacon and butter. Throw some shredded cheese in there, or throw some cheese cubes, cheddar cheese in there. A little bit of garlic. I've been on this carnivore / ketovore diet though for the past year. The past month since Thanksgiving, our Thanksgiving holiday here though,
Our
I've been
victory is in sight.
taking a bit of a break, so
Spare
I've been
none
eating
your
a lot
fury.
of stuff on the vegetable list that I normally wouldn't. But for the past year, I've pretty much been eating mostly meat, whether it's red meat, pork, or chicken. And then some dairy products like cheese and milk, and put some half and half cream in my coffee in the morning. But I've pretty much cut sugar out for the most part. Although I did break down, so like there's an American staple here that we have called a Buckeye, and you take a peanut butter, and I don't know if you add anything to it, but you pretty much roll it up like into a little ball, and you dip it in some hot chocolate, like melted chocolate. No, I eat some fruits too. I incorporate a little bit of fruits because the fruits aren't as heavy in the carbohydrates as some of the vegetables are. So like I can't really do potatoes and corn because the grains and the potatoes have a lot of carbohydrates in them. So like sweet corn and potatoes are kind of off that.
Spotter airborne.
But like I'll enjoy some blueberries and strawberries. I really like strawberries. Oh, I think I nailed this, Bourgogne.
Enemy destroyer detected.
9. But anyway, so these Buckeyes, and I always got to recommend people to try things. I always recommend things that I can swear by and I like. But you roll up the peanut butter. There's good recipes you can find online. But you roll up the peanut butter in a ball, you put a toothpick in it, and then you melt chocolate in a pan. And then you dip the peanut butter in the chocolate. There's got to be some sort of thickening agent, though, I'd have to think. But you do that, you put it on a baking sheet on top of parchment paper or something, or wax paper, and then you throw that into the fridge and let the chocolate harden, and then you eat those things. And if you look up Buckeyes on Google or on a search engine, and they're gonna pop up two different things. There's gonna be like a real Buckeye, which we have something called a Buckeye tree here in Ohio, where I'm from, and we have a football team named after it for college.
You and
And
me
you
got the
have
same base
the
XP that game.
chocolate Buckeyes.
What are the odds?
Pretty crazy.
1445 sounds like a good year.
I bet nothing good happened in that year at all. Check,
Dude,
that was around the Islamic golden age where they invented like math and stuff.
It's after the plague years, so I'm pretty sure we're good,
Yeah,
right?
maybe.
Uni, Google this for us. We need some help here.
Needs-
Is
Hey, pull
1445
that up.
after the plague?
1445 plague year.
The bubonic one.
The Black Plague. There was a specific localized outbreak in the Genoese colony of Chios.